They don't execute these types of search warrants until they believe they have an ironclad case.
Put no padlock on my house. Ain't nobody never took no car. I still own all my houses. Still own all my cars.
Respect.
Still got all my faculty. Still sharp. Still smart.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th of this.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., known as one of the greatest boxers ever, has always made headlines, not just for winning fights, but for his flashy lifestyle and constant controversy. In 2025, things got serious when the FBI reportedly uncovered explosive evidence during an investigation, sparking rumors that Mayweather's empire could finally fall. His reaction to the news went viral, fueling global debates, outrage, and speculation about whether this could be the beginning of the end for the boxing icon.
What I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Before diving into the FBI investigation and the new evidence, it's important to understand who Floyd Mayweather Jr. really is. Born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he turned pro in 1996 and quickly rose to the top. By the early 2000s, he was already dominating the sport with an undefeated record, razor-sharp skills, and unmatched boxing IQ. He wasn't just winning fights, he was making history. But Mayweather's career was never just about boxing. His flashy lifestyle, legal troubles, and non-stop drama kept him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Even though he made insane amounts of money from his fights, becoming one of the richest athletes ever, his success was often clouded by controversy. From domestic violence allegations to shady business moves, Mayweather was constantly under fire, with his name regularly making headlines for reasons outside the ring.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
Yes.
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
He became the villain.
The breaking point came when the FBI launched a full-blown investigation into Mayweather's finances, business deals, and alleged ties to organized crime. Over several months, agents dug deep into his tax returns, money transfers, and shady business connections. What caught their attention were serious red flags, financial irregularities going back over 10 years. Despite the fortune he made in the ring, the way his money was handled raised eyebrows. The investigation uncovered suspicious transactions involving massive sums, some of which were allegedly funneled through offshore accounts. Even more disturbing were Mayweather's alleged ties to businesses connected to criminal organizations. One of the most shocking discoveries was a network of offshore bank accounts he reportedly used to hide huge chunks of his income. These accounts were linked to entities known for illegal activities, putting a dark cloud over his supposedly legit fortune. On top of that, FBI forensic accountants found serious problems in his tax records, pointing to the possibility that Mayweather had purposely dodged paying millions in taxes.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million? 300 million?
Dollars?
Yeah, in different accounts.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. I've seen the documents, I've talked to the sources. Floyd Mayweather is in serious trouble, he said, staring straight into the camera with his usual intensity. According to Smith, Mayweather is facing a massive multi-million-dollar lien from the IRS, has taken out loans against several of his properties, and hasn't paid taxes in years. To top it all off, a number of his business ventures have flopped, adding even more pressure to an already collapsing financial empire. And now, Mayweather's tangled up in lawsuits from furious investors. The most shocking twist? He's reportedly started quietly selling off his prized possessions, rare luxury cars, high-end jewelry, and more, in what looks like a desperate move to cover growing debts. Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, stressing how serious things have gotten. You don't go from bragging about blowing $1.40 to $4 million in a single day to suddenly going silent about your money, unless something's seriously wrong, he said, highlighting the sudden and suspicious change in Mayweather's public behavior. The once flamboyant boxer, famous for flashing stacks of cash and living large, has gone strangely quiet, fueling suspicions that the Money Mayweather image might have been a carefully crafted illusion that's now falling apart. His problems with the IRS aren't new either. In 2017, he made headlines for asking to delay a tax payment from 2015 until after his fight with Conor McGregor, claiming he didn't have enough liquid cash, despite raking in hundreds of millions. At the time, it seemed like a smart financial move. But now, insiders say that was just the beginning of a much deeper mess.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match.
I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
As the walls close in on Floyd Mayweather, the once untouchable king of boxing now faces a storm that money, fame, and silence might not be able to weather. With investigations piling up, lawsuits looming, and his empire reportedly crumbling, fans and critics alike are left wondering, was it all smoke and mirrors from a start? If you want to stay updated on the full story as it unfolds, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This is one saga you won't want to miss.